So, marami tayong videos doon on the QuickBooks Online. 8-week session, okay? Para hindi kayo, hindi kayo ma-overwhelm sa dami ng activities natin, okay? So, let's finish first yung 8-week session natin. And dun sa roadmap ninyo, okay, so marami tayong videos doon on the QuickBooks Online. And then definitely we will start our activity na, okay? So after sa ating 8 weeks, okay? So this week and the rest of the week, we'll be touching on the client getting process, no? So, ayun. So this coming Saturday, we'll start our the CCTP process. Okay? Ayan. So we have Miss Sol and Miss Mary Grace. Okay. And Gladys. Ayan, si Miss Shine. Okay. So before tayo mag-start ng ating profit and loss, mag-activity muna tayo sa balance sheet. Okay? So it's the review. Share ko muna yung screen. Ayan guys, nakikita nyo ba? Palakihin ko muna. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So meron tayong mga transactions. Okay. So parang gagawa tayo ng entries, right? Using this formula, itong nasa taas natin. Assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay, so ito yung formula natin para sa ating balance sheet, right? Okay. Yan. So, gagawan natin siya. Etong lahat ng mga transactions na ito using this formula. Okay. Okay, so nagpa-practice tayo is because most of the time, may mga clients tayo na nagpapa-reconstruct ng kanilang financial statements. So pag alam nyo, yung mga entries regarding this transaction, kasi paulit-ulit lang naman yan eh, okay? So dapat marunong tayo yung mag-create ng entries, no? Okay. So, ito kasi yung pagbabasehan natin para sa ating sa balance sheet. Okay? So, assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay. So, gagawa tayo nito. Okay? So, kuha niyo ba? Ano ibig kong sabihin? So, from these transactions, using this formula, ayan, ipa-plot natin. Okay. So, halimbawa, itong number 1. Okay. So, we have cash and land, right? So, ibig sabihin, pag start ng business, ito yung starting capital niya. Having land of 50,000 and cash of 200,000, right? Okay. So, saan mo siya ilalagay? Itong cash, itong land, okay? At saka yung capital. So, capital, that should be the part of here. Given ang formula is assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay, parang ganito lang yan. I-insert ko lang muna ha. Okay, para meron kayong idea. Okay, so, halimbawa, ito, number 1. So, let's say, maglalagay tayo ng label dito. Cash, we have here land. Okay. Yan. So, idadagdag nyo lang. Dadagdag lang kayo ng column. Okay, so, You have 200. So, saan mo siya ilalagay? Itong cash. Okay? So, plus owner's equity. Mag-activity muna tayo sa balance sheet. Okay? So, it's the review. Share ko muna yung screen. Ayan, guys. Nakikita niyo ba? Palakihin ko muna. Ayan. Okay. Yan. So, meron tayong mga transactions. Okay. So, parang gagawa tayo ng entries, right? Using this formula, itong nasa taas natin. Assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay. So, ito yung formula natin para sa ating balance sheet, right? Okay. Yan. So, gagawan natin siya. Etong lahat ng mga transactions na ito using this formula. Okay. Okay. So, nagpa-practice tayo is because most of the time, may mga clients tayo na nagpapa-reconstruct ng kanilang financial statements. So, pag alam nyo, yung mga entries regarding this transaction, kasi paulit-ulit lang naman yan eh. Okay? So, dapat marunong tayo yung mag-create ng entries, no? Okay. So, ito kasi yung pagbabasehan natin para sa ating sa balance sheet. Okay? So, assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay. So, gagawa tayo nito. Okay? So, kuha niyo ba? Ano ibig kong sabihin? So, from these transactions, using this formula, ayan, ipa-plot natin. Okay? So, halimbawa, itong number 1. Okay, so we have cash and land, right? So, ibig sabihin, pag start ng business, ito yung starting capital niya. Having land of 50,000 and cash of 200,000, right? Okay. So, saan mo siya ilalagay? Itong cash, itong land, okay? At saka yung capital. So, capital, that should be the part of here. Given ang formula is assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay, parang ganito lang yan. I-insert ko lang muna ha. Okay, para meron kayong idea. Okay, so, halimbawa, ito, number 1. So, let's say, maglalagay tayo ng label dito. Cash, we have here land. Okay. Yan. So, idadagdag nyo lang. Dadagdag lang kayo ng column. Okay, so, you have 200,000. Okay, sample ko na lang itong una-una ha. Alisin na lang natin yung decimal. Okay, ayan. If it's 250,000, ito ay, ano tong dalawa to? These are assets, right? Itong dalawa. So, ayan. Ganyan ko na lang para makita nyo. Ayan. Let's make this. Ayan. So, kung debit cash, debit land, so anong kaakibat nun? Itong transactions. So, coming from owner's equity right? Ito kasi yung ano niya eh, ang starting ano niya, capital. Okay? Let's make this right. Okay. Ang binawasan na natin. Or masyadong mahaba. Yan. OS. Okay, yan. Shortcut naman tayo. Okay. Kulayan natin para makita. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, ganun yung gagawin nyo. Okay. So, this is for number 1. Ano to? Let's make this. Kita ba? Ayan. Okay. So, number 1, commence business with cash of 200,000 and land of 50,000. Using this equation, assets equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay. So, debit cash, debit land, credit capital. Okay. Ginanito lang natin yung presentation, no? Hindi na tayo yung bang debit cash, debit land, yan. So, using this formula, yung nasa taas. Okay. So, you continue transaction 2 up to 9. Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes. Okay? So, ganito yung gagawin natin. So, ipa-plot natin using this one. Using the formula. Okay. Okay, okay na ba? Okay, let's proceed with number 2. And so we have purchases for cash. Okay, so dito ko na lang ipapakita. Insert na lang tayo. Okay, purchases. So it is 20. Yan. Okay. So, purchases for cash. Siyempre, palabas tayo ng cash. Okay. Okay. So, we have here CPNL. Palitan na lang natin ito. So, this is post OTP. Okay. So, you have purchases and okay. So, number 3, we have cash sales. So, you receive cash and then credit sales. Tama? Okay. And then number 4, bought goods and credit from S Corp worth 50,000. So, meron kang pinalabas na 50,000 na money and then another purchases. Okay. And then number 5, sales and account. Okay. So, meron kang benta. So, wala pa tayong AR. So, insert tayo dito ng let's say what goods and credit. May nakalimutan pala tayo. So, this is on credit. Okay. So, meron tayong mali. So, this is one column left. Ayan. Liability part pala to. Okay. Liability. So, this is accounts payable. Ayan. Increase of accounts payable. Number 4. So, this is bought goods and credit. Okay. And then we have here sales on account. Okay. Yun na lang. Ayan. So, kung sales on account. Okay. Okay. Purchase furniture with a value of 5,000 by cash. Okay. So, okay. By cash. So, this is para makita natin yung kabila. Ayan. Okay. Yan. So, number 7, naka-receive ka ng cash from AR, right? So, ayan. Nabawas na tong accounts receivable mo. Okay. And then, there's a return of defective furniture worth 1,500. So, may binalik. Naka-receive ka ng 1,500. Okay. Bawas naman kay furniture. Okay. So, number 9. Ayan natin to. So, number 9, you paid wages, 1,000. 2,000, 1,000. Okay, meron kang binayarang sweldo. Tapos renta. So, bawas sa cash mo. And then, you have an electric bill payable. So, meron ka pang babayaran ng electric bill. So, dagdag doon sa sa formula na lang natin. Dagdag doon sa liability mo, sa babayarin mo. Okay. So, this is, yan. Okay. So, total expenses mo, that's 4,500, right? Okay. So, bawas na siya sa P&L mo. Okay? So, meron kang binayarang sweldo, rental, yan, payable, then total expenses, it's 4,500. Okay. So, if we're going to get the total, ayan, natin ito. Okay. So, ang total assets natin, okay. Your liability, let's make this one. And your equity portion, let's make this one. Okay. So, kung i-add natin si asset, okay, it's 204,000. Okay. Yan. 204,000 lahat. Okay. Ito naman, kung i-checking mo, pag mo yan. Okay. So, naka 200,000 din siya. Okay. So, assets is equal to liability plus equity. So, in-add natin si liability plus equity. That's 204,000. So, checking mo, assets less liabilities plus equity. So, 0 ka na. Okay? So, ginagawa natin yan for checking. Okay? Para makuha mo yung formula natin. Yung assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay? So, ayan. Ito na yung pinaka-summary natin. Ayan. So, plinat ko lang using our formula. Ayan. Assets, liability plus equity. Okay. So, inisa-isa lang natin. Ayan. Okay. So, since pareho na, assets is equal to liability plus equity, then your liability is 51,500, and then your equity part is 152,500. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, okay. 250. So, kung ang beginning mo is 250, gosh, 25 plus 12. Okay. So, yeah. Okay? Yan. So, shortcut lang using this presentation. Yan. Okay. So, nag-equal na assets, liability plus the equity part. Okay. So, let's proceed with profit and loss natin na discussion. So, profit and loss, isa din ito siya sa importanteng report na ibibigay natin sa owner. Okay? So, in last week, nag-discuss tayo on the balance sheet. Okay. So, it shows the company's revenue and expenses over a particular period of time. So, makikita natin dito yung performance ng business, kung kumita ba siya ngayong buwan, okay? And then, ano yung mga expenses pertaining sa ganitong buwan, and then, whatever's left, it's either net profit or net loss. Kung mas malaki yung deductions kaysa sales, then it's net loss, right? Pero kung halimbawa, mas malaki yung sales compared to the total expenses, then that's net profit. Okay. So deduct your debits, includes allowances, cost of sales, and overheads. Okay. So, sa QuickBooks Online and Xero, meron na yan silang mga tinatawag natin na default na mga accounts, no? Under chart of accounts. Okay. Although, yung iba, may edit mo. Yung iba naman ay innate na siya. Okay. So, if you notice, sa QuickBooks, meron tayong ma-encounter ng mga uncategorized expense, uncategorized income. Sa balance sheet naman, may mga uncategorized asset. Okay. So, yun yung mga transactions na hindi pa clear kung anong account or saang account siya ipapasok. Okay. Although, nakalagay naman kung nasa P&L ba siya or sa balance sheet. And then, another one is we have ask for accountant, no? I don't know, with a zero. Okay. And then, pwede ka na magdagdag ng ibang accounts. Depende yan siya sa nature ng business ng client mo. Okay? So, may mga terms, let's say yung chart of accounts ni construction, magkaiba din compared doon sa cleaning business. Okay. Same with e-commerce, kung Amazon or Shopify, magkaiba din doon sa digital marketing agencies. Although yung may mga most common expense accounts like yung mga office supplies, rent expense, insurance, okay, utilities, ganyan. Okay. So yun yung mga common na mga expense accounts na makikita natin. Okay? So, dapat ma-familiarize natin yung mga accounts na yun. Okay? So, our P&L is prepared based on accounting principles, no? So, revenue recognition, matching, accruals, which makes it different from the cash flow. statement. Kasi pag sinasabi mong cash flow, nakikita mo doon yung ins and outs ng mga transactions pertaining to cash. Okay? So, yan, madidiscuss na naman yan later. Kung ano naman yung nakikita natin sa cash flow. Okay? So, net income is not equal to cash. Bakit? Kasi, we can recognize sales even on account siya. O, tinatawag nating accrual. Okay. So, minsan, itatanong niya ni client sa inyo, o, Miss Alfie, net income ko 10,000. Bakit wala akong 10,000 na cash sa bangko? Yan yung mga usual na tanong nila. Okay. So, yan, i-explain ninyo. Bakit ganon? It's because nagre-recognize tayo ng income on accrual. Okay? Or tinatawag natin sales on account. Ayan. Or expenses on account. Ayan. Okay? So, nagre-recognize na tayo, no? Compared to cash, kung ano makikita doon sa bank. Okay? Bakit kasi nagtataka? Merong net income, pero wala naman akong cash. Okay? Yung mga ganun, no? So, ilang beses na rin ako naka-encounter niyan sa mga clients. So, you just have to explain. Okay? Which is, minsan, magdedebate din yan sila. Bakit ganun? Okay? Nagre-reflect sa, ano tawag nito? Sa aking P&L, meron akong income, pero wala naman akong laman. Wala namang laman doon sa bank. Okay? So, since we recognize, yun nga yung principle ng accruals, wherein we record income on account or even yung expense, yung payable, okay? Kaya, hindi talaga magka-equal si net income when it comes to cash. Okay? So, unless na lang kung yung P&L mo ay naka-cash siya. Okay? So, the structure of profit and loss natin, so yung pinaka-top part is we have sales revenue. Ayan. So, dito, it's either kumita ka, okay, through service income, let's say, professional ka, accountant, bookkeeper. So, you perform your service and then you receive fees coming from your clients. Okay, so that's your sales, no? The sales mo. Or if you buy and sell inventory, yung mga trading or e-commerce, no? So, yun naman yung sales of product naman. Okay? So, dito, sinasabi dito, yung sales revenue natin, hindi lang siya more on cash transactions. So, meron din siyang sales on account. Okay? So, yung sinasabi ko na ang kapartner niya ay accounts receivables. Okay? So, back to our sales revenue. So, this is a sample, no? So, yung pinaka-top part, sales revenue, ayan. So, tinatanong din natin yan siya sa client or yung prospective client natin during discovery call, no? Coach, bakit tinatanong natin yan? Kasi yan kasi yung magiging basis natin, especially sa pricing. Okay. Okay, client, how much is your revenue last year? Let's say he earned 100,000. Then you will have an idea how much am I going to charge him per month or this kind of project. So, huwag niyong kalimutan yung itatanong sa prospective client niyo. Okay? Magkano yung kinikita. Okay? So, isa yan sa basis. Okay? So, kung makikita mo, dito, general kasi siya, hindi naman niya in-state kung service income or sale of product. So, dalawa lang yan. So, it's either service income or sale of product. Others naman, it's a combination of both, right? We have product sales and then performance of service. So, pinagsabay nila yung dalawa. Okay? So, yeah. So, that's the topmost part sa ating profit and loss statement. Okay? So, dito natin yan. So, kung makikita mo dito, meron siyang product sales and revenue. Okay? Okay. Now, the second part is the cost of goods sold. So, dito natin makikita kung the total goods available for sale less the ending inventory. So, ano yung mga nabenta mo, okay, na portion. So, the direct costs incurred in the production of any goods or services. So, this is a manufacturing part na to siya, no? Yung cost of materials, direct labor, direct factory overhead, okay. So as revenue increases, more resources are required to produce the goods or service. Siyempre, kumbaga pa, kung tataas yung revenue mo, okay, so marami ka ring bibiling inventory, marami ka ring i-hire na tao, okay, marami ka ring babayaring mga overheads, okay. So yung mga anik-anik, yung mga ganyan, no? Oh, so yun yung kaakibat in producing or making your or increasing your revenue, I mean. Okay? So dito na naman siya na portion. So after the revenue, cost of sales or cost of goods or cost of goods sold. Okay? So meron siyang binibentang inventory or tinatawag natin COGS in short. Okay? So after the revenue and the COGS, you will see here, okay, bakit? Gross profit na, okay? So, kasi ito, COGS is directly related doon sa pag-produce ng revenue, okay? So, ito yung mga costs ng mga goods, yung direct materials na directly related doon sa ating revenue, okay? So, in our COGS, so meron tayong first in, first out, last in, first out, weighted average, and specific identification. Okay? So, if you are familiar with this, FIFO, LIFO, weighted average, and specific identification. Although si QuickBooks, init na sa kanya ang FIFO. So, ito na yung ginagamit niya mismo. First in, first out. So, ang feature ng inventory ni QuickBooks Online, it's very limited. Okay? Although, FIFO ang ginagamit. Okay? So, that's why, yung, kung meron kayong mga e-commerce client, pang wholesaler kasi yung feature ng inventory ni QuickBooks Online. So, kung halimbawa, masyado na madami, then it's definitely maganda na merong independent apps for inventory talaga, no? Hindi doon sa loob ni QuickBooks Online unless kung nag-wholesaler siya. But e-commerce, mahirap, no? It's because of naging tambakan na siya ng mga data. Okay? So, meron ding limit si QuickBooks Online. Okay? So, using our FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average. Okay, so let's have an example. So, a company purchased materials to produce 4 units of their goods. Okay. So, bumili sila ng materials para makapag-produce ng 4 na units. So, yun yung magiging finished goods nila na ibebenta. So, the first 3 units cost $5. Okay? And then, another unit, yung last unit, it costs $10. So, parang naging times 2 yung cost niya. Compared mo doon sa first batch. Okay, so in the subsequent period, the company sells 3 units. So, out doon sa 4 units na produce nila, 3 doon ang nabenta. Okay, so how much could be your COGS using FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average? Okay, so magkano kaya yung magiging COGS mo? Cost of goods sold. Okay. So, kung ang unang first 3 ay we have 5, and then last ay 10, tapos ang nabenta mo ay 3, example natin, itong first in, first out, dahil nauna yung 3, at yun ay nakapagbenta ka ng 3, okay? So, what could be your COGS under first in, first out? Okay. Sino makapagsagot niyan? First 3 units cost 5. Last units cost 10. Kung first in, first out, magkano ngayon yung COGS mo? Ibig sabihin, first in, first out, nauna yung 3, sumunod yung pinaka-last na ang cost is 10. So, ang unang lumabas sa iyo ay magkano? Okay? Nakita niyo to? First 3 units, sales 3 units. Okay? So, what could be? Magkano? Sino sasagot? Problema na nito. Etong, hindi ko agad makikita kung sino. Okay, si Mara, $5 ang COGS. Okay. So, remember, the company sells 3 units. Okay. Yung first batch natin ay 3 units, cost 5. Okay. So, Mara, ang sinasabi mo ba ay yung unit, yung cost per unit ba? Okay. So, ang question natin is yung total, the total amount of our cost of goods sold. Okay. So, what could be? Okay, tama yung mo ha. Tama yung unit cost mo. Okay. So, magkano yan? You're saying first in, first out. Dahil ang nabenta natin ay 3 units, then we have the first batch of 3 units. So, that's 3 units times 5, right? So, that's 15. Okay? Ayan. $5 times 3, that's 15. So, that's our COGS. Okay. And then, meron na palang sagot dito ang last in, first out. Mamaya na lang. Okay. Now, for the last in, first out naman. Okay, what could be your total COGS, no? So, para at least alam na natin. Ayan. Okay, si Marilyn. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. Okay, good, Miss Annie. So, what could be under LIFO naman? Okay. So, kung si LIFO, kung makikita nyo, ayan, si Mara, bumawi si Mara. Okay, so we have 20. Kasi yung last unit natin, pag sinabing last in, first out, yung last unit natin, yung cost niya ay 10. So, using the method, yung pinaka-last na pumasok, yun yung unang ilabas mo. Okay? So, meron tayong 1 unit, which is cost na 10, plus 2, kasi ang binenta dito ay 3 unit. Yung 2 coming from $5. Okay, so 2 times 5, that's 10. Plus yung last unit na 10, that's 20 na. 20 na lahat. Okay? So, ayan. Okay. So, that is your COGS. Oh, yan. Last 3 units. 10 times 1. Okay. So, 20. So, meron talaga siyang difference. Okay. Although, si QuickBooks Online, naka-ano na siya. Naka-format na siya as first in, first out. Okay. Yan. So, para at least malaman na natin yung difference, no? Between FIFO and LIFO. Okay. So, for the weighted average, kukunin mo muna ang total cost of goods available for sale and then divided by units available for sale. Okay? So, kung meron tayong 15 plus 10, that's 25 divided by ilang units? 4. So, that's 6.25, right? 6.25 times 3, that's 18.75. Okay? So, may tama tayo ulit si Miss Mara. So, that will be your weighted average. Okay? So, balik tayo dito. Kung weighted average naman siya, kukunin muna natin yung total cost of goods available for sale. So, yung available units natin, we have 3 units times 5, that's 3 times 5, 15. Okay? Plus 10, 25, no? So, yun yung total cost of goods available for sale mo. The total is $25. Divide mo siya by 4. Kasi apat sila eh. We have 1, 2, 3, and the last one. Okay? So, your unit cost or per unit mo, it's $6.25. Given na nagbenta siya ng tatlo, so that's times 3, then we have 18.75. Okay. Ayan. So, ayan. Nakuha din ni Miss Annie and Brenda. Okay? Ayan. So, 25 divided by 4, we have 6.25. Okay. So, parang nagre-review lang tayo, no? Actually, pag meron ka ng accounting system, tulad ni QuickBooks Online, okay. Meron ka lang puntahan doon, no? Para makita natin kung magkano na yung cost per unit. Okay, doon sa loob ni QuickBooks Online. Okay. So, si 18.75, so that's for weighted average. And then, $15 naman doon kay first in, first out. So, last in, first out, we have 20. Okay? So, ang specific identification naman, okay, usually yan, mga cars, jewelry, kumaga pa, very unique kasi siya. May mga certain cost talaga na naka-assign sa kanya, no? Wala siyang kapareha. Okay? So, yan, jewelry, example, okay? Kasi jewelry, depende man yan siya sa grams, right? Yung, halimbawa, yung isang gramo ay 3.43 grams gold. Yung isa naman ay 2.5 na grams. Tapos, merong unique na design. Okay? So, that's a specific example under specific identification. Okay? So, yung iba naman could be a real estate developers, lalong-lalo na kung paiba-iba yung design ng townhouses na ibebenta. So, per unit, different cost. No? Okay. So, that's for specific identification. Okay? So, matapos nating tawirin si revenue and cost of goods sold, okay, sales less cost of goods sold, that's gross profit. Then, a part of it, babawasan na naman natin ng SG&A or tinatawag nating selling, general, and administrative expenses. Okay. So, yan, yung mga expenses natin. Mga commission, okay? Ayan. These are non-production expenses. Okay. Yan, rent, advertising, marketing, accounting, we have litigation, travel, meals, salaries, bonuses. Okay. So, dyan na yun siya papasok, no? So, yan, yung mga account na yan, paulit-ulit yan. So, daanan nyo lang yan, no? profit, then a part of it, babawasan na naman natin ng SG&A or tinatawag nating Selling, General, and Administrative Expenses. Okay. So, yan, yung mga expenses natin. Mga commission, okay? Ayan. These are non-production expenses. Okay. Yan, rent, advertising, marketing, accounting, we have litigation, travel, meals, salaries, bonuses. Okay. So, yan yun siya papasok, no? So, yan, yung mga account na yan, paulit-ulit yan. So, daanan nyo lang yan, no? Rent, utilities, telephone, we have meals, entertainment, marketing, okay, travel. Okay, some companies, meron silang subcategory. Okay, tulad ng travel, meron silang under travel, we have meals. Siyempre, pag magbabiyahe ka, kakain ka. Okay. Pag magbabiyahe ka, meron kang accommodation, hotel, yung mga ganon, no? So, depende yan siya sa nature ng business ng client mo. Okay? So, merong iba na may mga subcategories. Okay? So, ayun. At least, kunin mo muna yung common accounts, okay, from the chart of accounts. Then, depende sa need. Kasi, si chart of accounts, gagamitin kasi diyan siya minsan sa analysis, no? So, yung iba kasi, hinihimay-himay nila like yung travel, example na. Meron silang meals, meron silang hotel and accommodation, okay? So, meron din silang transportation, no? So, gagamitin lang yon pag merong mga travel, labas ng office. Otherwise, meron silang general na expense account like meals, transportation. Okay, labas naman yun. Hindi naman yun siya related sa travel. So, like I mentioned, depende yan siya sa nature ng business ni client. Okay? Okay. So, yan. Familiarize na natin here. Ito, sample natin. Generally, mga expenses. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, kunin nyo yung mga common, no, accounts. Okay. So, especially yung mga expenses natin, no? So, here, total net sales, operating expenses, cost of sales. Okay. Another one is, we have the selling expenses. Okay. So, for the selling expenses, ayan, these are direct and indirect costs of generating revenue. Okay. So, yung mga commissions, syempre, nagbebenta ka, may mga ahente ka, may babayaran ka ng mga commissions. Okay. Para mabilis yung ang tawag nito, pag-dispose ng items mo. Okay. Or, pag-introduce ng service ba? Halimbawa, service din yung business mo. Okay? So, kasali din yun siya. No? So, indirect selling expenses, these are incurred either before or after the sales is made. So, including salaries, benefits, and wages for salespeople, we have travel and accommodation. Okay. So, yun nga sinasabi ko, depende kasi yan sa nature ng business. Kung halimbawa, digital marketing agency, magkaiba din yung terms pagdating doon sa cleaning business. Although, they refer to the same transaction or yung nature ng transaction, pinaiba lang nila yung pangalan, no? Tulad ng sa digital, may makikita kang terms like SEO, kung specify nila, we have SEO, that's their service, or let's say Facebook ads or Google ads, yung mga ganon. Kasi advertising siya eh. Magkaiba naman doon sa cleaning service. Okay? So, may mga ganon, no? So, like I mentioned, depende sa nature ng business. Okay? So, yung iba naman, hinihimay-himay nila based doon sa, let's say, so service revenue when it comes to digital marketing. So, meron silang SEO service income, meron silang Google Ads income, meron silang Facebook Ads income kasi nga, advertising sila. So, pagdating naman yung cleaning service, pwedeng i-general niya, halimbawa, nagkaka-income siya sa mga hotels or nagkaka-income siya sa mga houses. Okay, nagpapalinis, no? Yung cleaning service, no? So, may mga ganon. Okay, so depende yan siya sa presentation. And depende din yan siya sa nature ng business ni client. Okay? So, kaya nga importante din yung mga accounts na nakikita natin sa chart of accounts, no? Na from there, pwede na nating ma-analyze. Alin ba dito yung masyadong mabenta or alin ba dito sa revenue or alin ba dito sa dalawa, yun bang cleaning service ng mga hotels or cleaning service doon sa mga bahay-bahay ang mas mabenta. Tapos, tinignan nyo doon sa profit and loss, majority pala sa revenue ay coming from cleaning service doon sa mga hotels. Okay? So, it's all about presentation, no? So, importante din na ayusin din natin yung chart of accounts. Okay. So, ayun. So, we have here general and administrative expenses or tinatawag natin G&A expenses, overhead cost of the business, maybe fixed or semi-fixed. Okay. So, they don't relate to selling products or service. Okay. So, most common examples here, we have rent, insurance, utilities, yung pagbabayad ng tubig, kuryente, yan. Yun yung mga fixed, no? Buwan-buwan binabayaran mo. Tinatawag nila, eto na naman si Judith. Ayan. Kasi, kahit na tayo, kahit nasa bahay, nagbabayad tayo buwan-buwan, hindi lang bahay, nagbabayad tayo ng tubig, kuryente, kasi ang sinasabi natin yung mga fixed expenses natin. Or if you don't have a house on your own, yan, rent expense. Or if you're paying insurance, ayan, okay? Or we have the salaries of executives, admin staff, and non-sales people, okay? Okay. So after the selling and the G&A expenses, we have the interest expense. So, matapos yung mga expenses na, or other expenses related dun sa operation ng business, okay, so indirectly related, dito na tayo sa interest expense, okay. So, since ang company ay umutang, syempre, may cost talaga yan, no? May babayaran ka na interest. Yung nagpapautang sa iyo, meron siyang income coming from yung inutang mo, which is interest income naman sa part niya. Kung interest income sa kanya, yung nagpautang, sa iyo naman ay interest expense. So, makikita mo na yan siya after deducting all G&A at saka yung mga selling expenses, no? So, sineseparate na to siya. Kasi pertaining na to siya sa loans natin. So, it's the cost of borrowing. Kasama talaga yan siya. Okay? Kasi paano naman paano kikita si financing company pag hindi sila mag-charge ng interest. Okay? Guys, naniwala ba kayo na yung mga pakulo nila ngayon, interest free or zero interest? Maybe ganun ba? Okay. So, I don't think so. So, meron yan sila may mga hidden charges, no? So, marketing strategy din yan. Okay. So, mas maganda yung may black and white. Makikita mo, no? Kung magkano yung interest expense na babayaran mo. Okay? So, interest is often found as a separate line item. Ayan. So, makikita na natin yung EBIT or earnings before interest and taxes. Okay? And then, nilaless na yan siya si interest and then after that, the taxes. Okay? EBITDA. Yan, meron kayo ma-encounter niyan. Okay? So, we have here, so earnings before interest and tax, and then ilaless si interest, and then you will have earnings before tax bago ilaless si tax, and then yung bottom line, we have net earnings. Okay? So, dito na yan siya sa baba, no? So, matapos may deduct lahat ng mga salaries and wages, rent, utilities pertaining sa operation ng business, same with the depreciation, amortization, makikita na natin si interest. Okay? Kasi, nangiram ka ng pera para sa operation ng business. Okay? So, may babayaran ka na interest expense. And then after that, you'll be paying also taxes. Okay? EBIT, also known as operating profit, while EBT or earnings before tax. Okay, so you will encounter these terms, no? EBIT, EBITDA, yan, or EBT. Okay. So the bottom line, eto na. So it's the net income kung after deducting COGS, SGA, interest expense, and other costs, meron pang natira. Okay, so that's for net income. Otherwise, pag masyadong malaki or mas malaki yung deductions, that will be your net loss. Okay. Hindi nyo ba alam guys, yung mga clients natin, mas concerned yan sila sa profit and loss. Sometimes they don't mind the balance sheet report. So, dapat explain din natin yan, no? Na hindi lang P&L ang titingnan, kundi dapat yung dalawa. Okay? Or even yung tatlo, no? Balance sheet, profit and loss, and the cash flow statement. Okay. Parang concern na sila sa P&L, no? Hindi nila tinitingnan yung balance sheet. Okay. So, meron akong client before. I think she's using self-employed. Okay, yung QuickBooks Online. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-advise lang ako sa kanya na in the future, para hindi ka mahirapan, mas maganda na ngayon pa lang, meron ka ng balance sheet. Okay, kaya bumili siya ng, what do you call this one? I proposed to him to open a subscription doon sa QuickBooks Online na naka-reflect yung balance sheet. Okay, so yun, inayos namin para at least makita yung financial standing niya. Magkano ba yung cash in bank niya? Meron ba siyang utang? Meron ba siyang collectibles? Okay? So, mas maganda ganun, no? Para hindi na siya mahirapan mag-apply ng loan pag pumunta siya ng bank. Okay? At least kumpleto ka na. So, you have the balance sheet and profit and loss, no? So, ganun din dapat gawin nyo. Okay? Pwede nyo yan siyang i-propose sa prospective clients ninyo. Kung halimbawa, profit and loss lang. Okay? Yung report niya. No? Kasi meron kasi ibang apps na yun lang yung concern, profit and loss. Okay? So, mas maganda na kompleto na. Okay? So, after taking sales revenue, okay, or after deducting COGS, SG&A, depreciation, amortization, makikita na natin sa bottom line, may it be net income or net loss. Okay? And then, your net income or net loss, makikita naman yan siya sa balance sheet, no? During the year. Yan, makikita yan doon, yung certain amount. Okay? So, Ayan, kung makikita natin, open and close parentheses, so that's loss. Here, we have the net income doon sa year 2016. So, meron siyang comparative P&L. So, na-compare si 2014, 2015 to 2016. So, kung makikita mo dito, from 2014 to 2016, lumaki talaga yung net product sales nila as well as the net service sale. So, dito pa lang, may compare mo na, okay, so it's increasing, okay? So, given na ang cost of sales din, tumaas, then same with marketing, okay? Kung titingnan mo yung totality, ayan, tumaas din yung expenses, okay? So, from deficit na negative 241, okay? So, makikita mo yung progress ng performance ng company. Okay? So, na-compare si last year. Ayan. So, maganda din itong pang-analysis nyo, no? Yung kino-compare nyo yung previous year na performance versus present year. Bawa, 2022 versus 2021. Para makikita mo kung ano yung mga expenses na tumaas, ano yung mga purchases, ano yung performance when it comes to sales, marami bang benta, or malakas ba, or hindi. Okay? So, pwede ninyo yung gawin as an analysis, no? So, halimbawa, kung QuickBooks Online yung ginagamit ni client, maraming format ng report si QuickBooks Online. So, you can extract as long as naipasok nyo ng lahat ng data. Okay? Kasi syempre, pag mag-analyze tayo, dapat yung completeness ng data andoon. Okay? Para yung decision making ay malapit sa katotohanan. Okay? Kung halimbawa, mag-decide kayo, tapos ngayon meron pa pala kayong backlog, anong purpose nun? Or para ano pa? Okay, yung report ninyo. So, dapat ang dapat ay ipasok ng mga transactions. Okay? So, sinasabi natin completeness, accuracy of data. Okay? So, para makapag-analyze ng maayos. May tinaas ba na general admin? Okay, tulad nito, from 1,552 and then doon sa second year, naging 1,747. I think this is in million. Okay, naging from 1.5, okay, or from 1 billion, 1.5 billion, nagiging 1.7 billion, yung mga ganun. Okay, so meron ka ng comparison, no? So, merong increase or decrease. Okay, kung halimbawa, kung mag-budget na naman si company, so sa pamagitan nito, malalaman nyo kung ano yung mga expenses na pwedeng bawasan, okay, ano yung mga expenses na fixed talaga siya, okay, or pwede pa siyang mahilot, pwede pa siyang mabawasan, okay, or saan tayo mag-focus ng ating marketing, sa product ba or sa service, okay, so through our financial statement, no? So, maganda na naipasok natin yung lahat ng data as much as possible. Okay. So, lalong-lalo na ngayon, August, nako, madami na naghahanap ngayon ng bookkeeper, lalong-lalo na sa US. It's because parating na naman sa September and October. Okay. Yung mga pahabol na, yung mga LLC, corporation, and single proprietor, yan, ng mga businesses. Okay? Kasi meron yan silang extension. Okay. So, kahapon nga may nagtanong na sa akin 3. Okay? So, ayan. Yung mga LinkedIn pad ninyo, okay, just be active, guys. Okay, mag-engage kayo niyan. Yan, mag-posting kayo, mag-engage kayo para mapansin kayo ng market ninyo. Okay? Kasi madami ngayon, madaming naghahanap. Hindi lang nag-i-email, nagbe-message din. Lalong-lalo na pag clear yung offer statement natin. Okay? So, remember, yung revenue natin, normal balance is credit. Then we have, pag binawas siya, that's debit. Okay? So, nagre-review naman tayo sa ating, ano tawag nito? Yung presentation natin kung mag-entry tayo. Okay? Expense, ayan, debit and credit. So, parang pareho lang sila sa asset, no? Normal balance is debit. Negative balance is credit. Okay? Ayan. So, eto pa rin, no? Basic pa rin, guys, no? Balik pa rin tayo sa basic. So, we have assets, debit side increases, credit side decreases, then liabilities and owner's equity. So, magkasama silang dalawa, pareho sila. Debit side decreases, credit side increases. Okay? For the P&L accounts, we have debits for decreases in equity. We have expenses and withdrawals. So, pareho sila sa asset. Ayan. Okay. Then, for the revenue, ayan, pareho naman sila sa liabilities and owner's equity. Okay. So, common transactions na makukuha natin or mailagay natin sa P&L. Okay? So, meron tayong mga credit cards, no, na ginagamit ng ating mga clients. Yun yung mga charges, no? Sinuswipe lang naman yan nila eh. Okay. So, ipa-identify mo kay client, una-una, client, alin ba dito yung personal expenses mo? Pag ma-identify na niya, the rest pertaining to business. And then, ang gagawin mo, dahil may nakalagay doon mga payees name, no, para hindi ka pabalik-balik kay client, identify mo muna kung saan doon yung familiar sa'yo. Okay? So, yun yung unahin mo. So, halimbawa, meron ka nakikitang Burger King, McDonald's, yung mga ganon, no? Papa John's, yan, mga common yan. Meron kayo ma-encounter ganyan. May mga Walmart, kung US ba yan. Okay? So, may mga Uber, no? So, meron kayong makikitang ganun sa credit card statements. Okay. So, ngayon, tatanungin mo si client, okay, nag-travel ka ba? Saan ka ba pumunta? Or eto ba ay minsan mo lang ginamit, okay, si Uber, no? Kaya pasok natin to transportation expense, okay? So, yung iba naman, meron din silang pinorchase, okay, or could be payment also of expenses using their bank account, okay? So, it's either bank or the credit card statements, or even PayPal din, kung gumagamit ng PayPal si client. Especially kung, halimbawa, nag-advertising si client, ayan, ginagamit minsan si PayPal, no, to pay the charges. So, diyan natin makikita yung mga expenses. Okay? So, yun yung mga source of document natin, no? Para, from there, from bank statement, credit card statements, or other, ano tawag ito? Or other merchants like yung PayPal, okay? So, ginagamit nila, yan. Doon natin makikita yung mga expenses o yung mga charges, okay? So, if you're familiar with Wise, or dati kasi TransferWise yan siya. Usually, ginagamit yan pag may tina-transfer na amount, okay, papunta doon sa bank account ng sinisenda nila. So, that could be charges para sa mga contractors, okay? So, or payment na rin sa expenses, possible din, okay? So, that could be the sample. So, kaya pag mag-reconstruct tayo ng books ni client, hihingiin talaga natin yon, okay? So, protocol yan siya. Bank statement, credit card statement, PayPal statement, okay? O yung ibang client, medyo tamad, bigyan ka ng access nila sa kanilang bank, pero report access or limited access lang siya. Okay? So, kung maglilinis naman tayo, we can encounter may mga accounts na merong negative balance. Okay? So, possible, example, may nakita ka na accounts receivable, naka-close and open, or open and close parentheses, so naka-negative balance siya. So, what could be the reason? It could be, puro lang siya bawas, walang dagdag. Okay? Puro lang siya collection ng customer, pero walang invoice ng customer. Okay, nakuha nyo? No? Pag-check nyo, puro lang doon, transaction type, payment. Walang invoice. So that could be the reason kung bakit naka-open and close parentheses ang AR mo. Same with credit card. May nagtanong sa akin, Coach, bakit naka-open and close parentheses itong credit card niya? Okay? Kasi walang naipasok na mga charges. Could be, puro lang yan bayad sa credit card. Okay. So, ngayon, i-check mo yan siya sa bank statement kung aling bank account ang kinonek para binayad si credit card. So, kung yun lang yung nag-appear, then ask for credit card statement para i-record mo yung charges ng credit card. Okay? Para hindi na siya mag-appear as open and close parentheses yung credit card mo. Okay? So, that could be an example. Yung sinasabi nila na abnormal balance, no? Sample nun, yung AR, yung credit card, okay? So, may something kulang lang yan siya. Puro lang bawas, walang dagdag, yung mga ganun, okay? So, yun yung mga tatandaan natin. So, kung makikita tayo na, bakit itong furnitures and fixtures ay naka-close and open parentheses. Malamang, binenta or merong returns, kaya lang, hindi na i-record yung asset. Yung mga ganun, no? So, tingnan ninyo yung debits and credits ng per account. Okay? Kung saan may kulang, no? So, alamin natin yung mga normal balances and what could be the transaction. When can account be increased or decreased? Okay? Halimbawa, yung equipment, kailan natin masasabi na nag-increase ito? Siyempre, meron tayong binili, okay? Kaya nag-increase si equipment. Okay, kailan natin masasabi na nag-decrease ito? May binalik natin or binenta natin yung equipment. Okay, so dapat alamin natin yan. Okay? Okay. So, yan. Assets, expenses, owner's drawing, pare-pareho yan siya. So, we have, ang debits nila ay increase, credits ay decrease. So, we have liabilities, revenues, and owner's capital. Okay? So, same din yung, ano nila, ano tawag nito? Yung position nila. Okay? Okay. So, before we end, may pahabol lang tayo na problem solving. Okay? So, next week, before we start doon sa ating next topic, problem solving ulit tayo. Okay? So, it's either balance sheet or profit and loss. Okay? So, ito, madali lang to. So, you're required to prepare P&L report of XYZ company. Ayan. So, given na ito yung trial balance niya, so gawan mo siya ng P&L. Okay, palakihin ko lang to ha. Okay. Oh, bakit naging 12? Mahaba pa tayo. Okay. Okay. Kita nyo ba? Dagdagan ko. Ano ko yan? 16. Ay, kaya lang. Ayan. Okay. So, you prepare profit and loss statement. Ito. So, From this data, you prepare profit and loss statement. Ayan. Okay. So, what could be your... Ang tanong dito, eto na lang pinakatanong. Okay. Magkano? Is it earning or net loss? Okay, from your profit and loss na report. Kumikita ba siya o hindi? Yun ang isasagot niya sa comment section, ha? Okay. Assignment niya to. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko, screenshot ko to. Ilagay ko to sa comment section. Sige, wait lang, ha? Ayan. Ngayon, ang gagawin nyo, ilagay mo kung net profit ba or net loss and then the amount. Okay? Yun ang sasagot nyo sa comment section. Okay? Ayan, ipopost ko na ngayon. Wait lang, ha? Nagla-live session na tayo. Okay lang yan. Para makita natin. Okay. So, mas maganda, sagutan nyo na to ngayon para hindi ninyo nabalikan. Okay, kasi pag mamaya pa, makalimutan nyo naman. Okay. Yan. Ay. Open screen. Bakit kaya? Okay. Ayaw naman. Dahil ba live? Okay, sige. Mamaya na lang, after na lang ng live session. Ayaw niya siguro. Okay. So, screenshot ko to. Okay, tapos sagutan nyo, ha? Net income ba, net loss. So, kung sagot nyo, net profit or net income, then state the amount. Okay? Doon sa comment section. Okay? So, we have sales, we have purchases, salaries and wages, repairs and maintenance. So, dito pa lang yung mga accounts na ito, identify kung yan by balance sheet or profit and loss, right? Furnitures and fixtures, we have motor, we have capital beginning, and then we have drawings. Okay? Okay ba? Madali lang yan. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Kahit nakapikit pa yung mata nyo, alam nyo na yung sagot. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So, lagay nyo lang sa comment section ang sagot nyo. Yan. Para masanay tayo yung natin. Yung ba hindi natin makakalimutan, no? Yung mga accounts na ganito. Okay? So, next week, I think we're going to touch cash flow statement. Okay? So, gagawin natin. Okay. Yan. Oh, may sagot na si Miss Gladys, oh. Okay. So, ayan guys. Assignment, i-ano ko muna, screenshot ko na lang yun. Okay, lagay ko sa comment section and then, lagay nyo yung sagot. Okay? So, madali lang yun. Dapat ngayon, sagutan nyo na, ha? Lagay nyo sa comment section. Okay? Para hindi nyo makalimutan. Okay, so next meeting, we have the cash flow and reminders yung activity natin sa QuickBooks Online. Tapusin muna natin yung 8 weeks. Okay? So, before tayo mag-focus doon sa mga case study. Okay. Ayan, may mga sagot na. Okay, hindi ko na nababasa yung pangalan. Okay? So, any questions, guys? Okay, I think wala na. So, okay na tayo. Next week, cash flow. Then, before we start with the cash flow, let's answer muna balance sheet ba or profit and loss para hindi natin makalimutan. Okay? Yung yung topics natin. Okay. Diba? Si Mara, sumagot na. Okay. Si Ayan, may mga sagot na. Si Gladys, ayan. May sagot na. Hindi pa ako nakapag-post. Anyway, okay. So, see you guys. See you on Friday. Para sa ating Friday Praise Story. And then Saturday, we'll have another coaching session. This time, itatouch na natin yung the whole process, no? So, bibigyan ko na kayo ng picture what could be your activities para sa ating client getting. Okay? So, starting this week and exceeding weeks, ayan. So, nasa client getting process na tayo. Okay? Then, after that session, ayan. So, mag-activity naman tayo sa QuickBooks Online for our review. Okay? Para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. Kasi madami nagre-reklamo sa inyo na sobrang dami. Okay, yun nga. May limitation yung brain cells natin. Okay? So, sundan lang muna natin yung roadmap. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you for the time. Thank you for being with me. So, next week, cash flow. And then, this Friday, yan. So, dapat manood din tayo ng Friday Praise Story, no? Pang ano kasi yan eh. Pang inspiration natin yan, no? Kailangan natin yan. And don't forget to attend your accountability calls sa ating mga SGLs and ating team leaders. Okay? So, yan, screenshot ko yan. Lagay ko dun sa comment section. Okay? So, thank you. Okay, see you again. Okay, bye-bye.